What is going on? I'm Zedmod. We have changed the video yet again, trying to bump it up to even better goodness. Code Zedmod in that shop. If you like it, if you don't like it, hit me up in the comments. Even if you do like it, please let me know. Trying to get into the HDR 10-bit color game. 4K, 60 frames per second, trying to get every last drop out for your eyes' pleasure. Also, microphone has been tweaked a little bit for your ear pleasure. We're just trying to pleasure you in all ways possible. Speaking of pleasure, we are about to unlock those next two shock launchers. Shock launchers not going to be a big deal. Lots of people using rocket choppas, but wanted to speak about the Andropath. I had my mind blown yesterday, so shout out to Miss Andro. Everyone is going to get this negative node. So we're just going to assume that that negative node is a given. So, and the reason for that is back here, there's like 50% troop damage and building damage or some crazy good number that you're going to want. Also, rocket launchers are rocket launchers. You can have up to, I think, 6 of them this season. They're going to be super helpful, especially once you start to get all that building damage. So this node, we're just going to remove that negative part and just assume that everyone's going to get it. And if you're like me and you don't have Bullit, you don't have Heavy Choppas, and you think mechs are a waste of time, then you really want to get that Megascorcher. That Megascorcher is going to be your meat shield of all meat shields. And if you look at this path, 1 key right here versus like 40 over here. So all of a sudden, that path through that negative node that is no longer a negative node looks pretty darn tasty. So troop health not going to help our rocket choppas all that much, but that Megascorcher definitely will. So consider that path. Instead of going down and around and back, you're just going to speed things up a little bit. Just worth a consideration. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking of what that troop health and then Megascorcher. So troop health is 34 tokens. Instead, you can go through 1 to get to the Megascorcher. And all of a sudden, I'm going to go from 31 keys up to 55 keys. So I don't have to make that choice quite yet, but on the next chest, definitely going to be a thing. Let's get in, see that. I mean, that if you want to tune out of the video, that is all of the details right there. I will show you some more rocket choppa goodness. Starting to get into these skinny layouts that have rocket launchers and shock blasters, getting dirtier by the second. We've got Dr. Kevy Kavan here to bring us some pink zombie dudes. That should allow us to walk through all of this front stuff without having to worry too much about wasting GBE. We're gonna need our GBE later. That is not up for debate. Let's get rid of the shock blaster. There's also a doom cannon back. Oh no. We just lost one of our rocket choppas. That is less than ideal. So the pink zombie dudes staying in front barely. So we have not used any shocks yet. That is going to be super helpful in a second or two as we start to get into the dirty bits. These dirty bits are going to start to be a little bit scary. Our rocket choppas, Kavan cannot fly up there and heal them, so we are going to be a little tried to play it a little bit too close for comfort. And now medkits do heal your rocket choppas. Do keep that in the back of your mind, but you need to hit the shadow on the ground. We are sitting here wasting time. Need to throw a shock on that rocket launcher and that cannon. And now we are getting onto some defenses. You know what? Let's just throw a flare. That engine room will still be there in a second. Our troops are just getting absolute, like that left-hand side rocket choppa, it's gonzo. It's dunzo? Is that a word? We need to throw some form of critters out there to slow down that rocket launcher. Our rocket choppas are just getting absolutely pummeled. But I think we've got one critter there. We're going to throw one more shock. Don't have to worry about anything else at this point. We are going to get onto that machine gun right there. Don't care about mortars or flamethrowers, just care about that machine gun, and then we can move back into here just to make gosh darn certain that all of our troops stay alive. Yes, they're going to shoot silly things. Actually, you know what? We don't have to shoot silly things. We can flare onto engine rooms. So that was a bit dumb on my part. Kavan just standing in there, getting shots to the dome. We are going to lose. I kind of expected that for the next little bit. Need to get a meat shield. I have lost way too many rocket choppas, and just making that Andro and I don't know if Andro made it up or thought of it, or just I happened to hear her talking about it. We are going to fall the heck out of 22. A bunch of you have said that you have been in and out of the same rank for like the last week or so, just not moving anywhere. Really, really, really do feel that. I am going to get these 2 shock launchers right about now, and then we're going to lose a shock launcher, and then possibly moving to 6 rocket launchers once we have rocket launchers. A little bit frustrating there. But playing the old-fashioned swapperoonie game. And by the way, as far as swapping goes, just a quick note. I know it's late in the season for the Boom Pass, and it's probably too late to buy it, but for next season, just a reminder, you do get half-price choice nodes with the Boom Pass. On its own, each individual part of the Boom Pass, not all that great or not worth $10 Canadian, but if you throw all of the bits, whether it be build tokens or the multi-sculptor or the skins or whatever it might be, Boom Pass is a pretty great deal if you like buying stuff. Not saying free to play is not the option, or that if you have instant training you should add it. Just wanted to point that little teeny tiny detail out. I need to fix my base. This base is not good, but on the plus side, we do have 2 extra shock launchers, which will, in theory, help slow down those Heavy Choppa Bombardier players. Heavy Choppa Bombardier players are just walking through most bases, especially on this layout. So Bombardiers, I am intentionally not playing them this season. I don't want anything to do with them. I think I've overloaded that side a little bit too much. Let's bring you back into here. That's it, my friends. Very, very brief video this morning. Wanted to show off that path. Wanted to remind you that choice nodes can be a little bit expensive, but the Boom Pass does save and give you a little bit of foreshadowing for that Megascorcher. Yeah, that Megascorcher. I'm really looking forward to using that troop that I have not used before. Yes, I know it's basically a redone incinerator, but we're not going to focus on that bit. Let me know how the colors look, how the video looks, how it sounds. I know it's getting annoying, but I am in that tweaking, improving kind of mode, and I'm liking the results so far. That is it for me. I am Zedmot. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, code Zedmodding. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.